And welcome back, Brian. We're excited to see you here. And looks like crude oil has hit a little resistance today. Where do we go from here?
Well, Bill, we've added some premium into crude oil based on the storm. Alex was upgraded to a tropical storm, and we rallied going into the weekend with that in the forecast. And it looks like, at least for right now, we've seen kind of a buy the rumor, sell the fact type reaction initially. With the possibility that Alex may be upgraded to a hurricane is still there, but based on what we can tell right now, landfall is expected to make its way west of where most of the oil and natural gas production areas are. So for the short term here, we still like the idea of, I know last week we were looking at being a seller until this forecast hit, and we're going to look at remaining with the current trend that we're operating on right now since the lows we put on early May, which is an uptrend. And we feel that retest of the uptrend and the 20-day moving average, we would like to be a buyer there, risking below the lows that we had last week. So basically risking below $75 a barrel. We're getting into that time of year where we're going to be trading a weather market, and you know, we're going to be coming into a very storm-heavy season. So there's a lot of opportunity for more storms to come in, especially with the continued cleanup efforts in the Gulf. Any storms that hit the Gulf region are going to be considered a possible risk to not only the cleanup efforts, but also the remaining production that is still in effect there. So during the season, we're going to go with the trend that's been established here and look to buy dips. If we don't get a pullback down towards the uptrend of the 20-day, which this is the 20-day, the red line here is the 20-day, and you can see how the 20-day caught us on last week's lows. We poked through it a couple times, but we just weren't able to close below it, so that probably added some technical strength to the picture. Now, now that we're testing some of these major moving averages, the 50-day came in right at today's high. Your 100-day is just above it and just above $80 a barrel. So if we don't see the weakness to get back down to the uptrend, we would like to be a buyer on some strength. On the first close above $80 a barrel, we'll put in a recommendation to buy a dip to major support, wherever that has built itself at that point. But for right now, we're going to just stick with trying to buy a dip. Again, we'll buy strength above 80. On a close above 80, we'll put in an order to buy a test of support after that close. But with the season that we're going into, we like to be a buyer on the trend lines here.